Hey, Corey Lancaster here with the Lancaster TMX Right Realty, bringing you another episode of Real Estate Talking. Today, I want to talk about arms, okay? And we're talking about lending arms, right? Not your arm, but you've heard of fixed loans and you heard of loans with arms. So I want to explain what a fixed loan is versus what is a arm loan, okay? A fixed loan is real simple. A fixed loan is just whatever period of time your loan is for. Let's say a 30-year loan. You're going to have the same interest rate for that whole 30-year time period. Okay, or if you're doing a 15-year fixed loan, your interest rate will be the same for the whole 15 years. Okay, if you are going to be doing a arm loan, the difference is it's not going to be the same interest rate for the whole term of the loan. Okay, there are different kind of arms. You could have a 5-year arm, you could have a 7-year arm, you could have a 10-year arm. Um, Probably what you probably hear most commonly in the market is a 5-1 arm. Okay, what that means, the first number 5/1, the 5 represents the number of years the loan will be fixed for. Okay, so your initial interest rate you're being quoted will be for 5 years in a 5-1 arm. After the first 5 years, it is subject to change, okay, depending on what the prime rate is. So if interest rates go up, your interest rate is going to go up. If interest rates go down, your interest rate goes down too, okay? The one in the 5-1 arm stands for how often that it will adjust. So the one is being every year. So it's fixed for the first 5 years. After the first 5 years, it will adjust every 1 year after that, depending on whether the interest rate has gone up or gone down. Now we're in extremely low interest rates as I'm videoing this. So chances are, if you're doing 5-1 arm, after 5 years from now, chances are interest rates will probably be higher. So arms are really not the type of loan you want to get into right now. Okay, so you really, because interest rates are so low, you really want to fix a fixed rate. So you may be asking yourself, well, when would be a good time to do an arm? Okay, um, one is depending on what kind of arm you're doing. The reason why someone would do an arm in the first place is because you get lower interest rates with an arm versus a fixed loan. So if you're getting quoted a 3% interest rate today on a fixed loan, you may get, let's say, I'm just hypothetically speaking, maybe you get a 2.5 rate with a 5-1 arm, okay? And let's say you only plan on being in this house for 5 years, okay? So you may say, listen, I'd rather get the 2.5 interest rate. I'm only gonna be in this house for 5 years anyway, because I'm gonna be moving, either buying something bigger or moving out of the area, whatever it may be. So that might make sense to you, right? Let's do the 5-1 arm, get the lower rate. In 5 years, I'm not really worried about where the interest rates are because I'm gonna sell the property anyway. Okay, so that is why someone might want to do a 5-year arm. If you're in a high interest rate time period, which we are not in right now, but if you were and you expect, over the next after 5 years for interest rates to drop, I'm not sure how you would know that, but you may say I'll do a 5-1 year arm and take my chances. I think the rates will probably be lower anyway. Okay, so that's the difference between a fixed loan and an arm loan, and why you might do one or the other. Today's market, low interest rate market, you really want to probably lock in at a fixed rate. All right, hopefully this has been helpful to you. If you have any questions about this or any other subject matters, give me a call. We handle Maryland, DC, and Virginia. We would love to work with you, sit down with you, kind of show you either how to get your house sold for top dollar or how to buy a home, okay? Have a good one, and I'll be in touch.